Networking and marketing made simple is for you, the business owner who has a product, a service, or a message that you believe in. My name is Scott Aaron, and each week we'll take a behind-the-scenes look into the real-world marketing and networking tactics and strategies for getting what you have in front of you to a lot more people. Thanks for spending time with me, and now let's get started. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Networking and Marketing Made Simple. Super excited for today's episode for a number of reasons. Number one, I'm going to be going over the 4 things that you can do every day on LinkedIn, Monday through Friday, again, Saturdays and Sundays excluded, that only take 20 minutes. But I'm also excited to announce that we are officially 7 days away. Yes, 1 week from tonight, June 27th, 8 p.m. EDT. Nancy and I begin our first ever content repurposing workshop. We're going to teach you how to create a pillar piece of content, how to repurpose it into multiple pieces of content, and then you get a full 60 minutes of Q&A with us, and it's a Monday through Wednesday workshop. So it's the 27th through 29th, free to register. Grateful to have over 300 people now registered. So you get a free workbook, there's a private Facebook group, there's prizes and giveaways. So all you have to do is head to the description of this episode to get the registration link so you can register, get your free ticket, and join us next Monday through Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. EDT, live and recorded. Recordings will be available till the following Tuesday. I believe that's July 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, or July 4th, I'm not sure. Either way, the following Tuesday, you will have access to the recordings of that. So let's get on to today's episode. So you've heard the saying before, but I believe in working smarter and not harder. And my belief is that people are either spending too much time on social media or they don't have a specific system that they're plugging into to actually become more strategic with the time that they are spending on social media, that is. Now, on LinkedIn, there are so many different types of things that you can do daily, but how I wanted to handle this episode was going over the 4 things that, again, excluding Saturdays and Sundays, we should do these things every single day, which over time can lead to incredible growth in your business, and it only takes less than 20 minutes a day. So, number 1, and I've talked about this before, send out your targeted new connections. Your net worth is directly correlated to your network. In order to have any of this process work for you, any of it, you have to have the right people in your network to whom you're connected with. If you don't have the quality connections under your belt, how are you ever going to book quality calls, which can lead to, obviously, qualified business transactions? The other thing that you do want to keep in mind is how many people you're connecting with. Because, again, you don't want to go over the 100 connections a week. You'll get restricted and could, honestly, if you do it too many times, they can permanently restrict your account. Now, I've talked about this before, but your connections should be one of 2 things. A, your ideal client avatar, the person that is best suited for your offering. Or B, your power partner. So this could be a collaborator, business referrals, someone that you can network with to help each other's businesses grow. So again, making sure that you are spending time first thing in the morning sending out those targeted connections. The second thing you're going to do is you want to message the new connections that have come in from prior days. You want to message those people. Once you have the right people in your network, now that you're connecting with, that ideal client avatar, that power partner, you're not just going to let those people sit as connections. It's just time to start connecting with them. I've mentioned this in prior trainings and even podcast episodes that you want to message people utilizing something I call the magic formula. So when you are going to reach out to these people for the first time, state their name in a relaxed and connectable fashion. Hey, John, so great to be connected to you. The second thing is you want to create that relatable connecting point between you and the other person, stating that obvious connection. So it becomes relatable to them. Hey, John, so great to be connected to you. I noticed that you were a business coach, as am I. Would love to hear how business is going, share more about what's going on with me and mine, and how we can support one another here on LinkedIn. Third and final, finish with a CTA, a call to action. Questions lead to answers, statements lead to nowhere. You have to ASK to GET. So I would finish by saying, do you have any time this week or next week for a call or a Zoom? So again, the first thing, you're sending out your targeted connections. The second thing you're doing is messaging those new people from the day before. The third thing that you're going to do, and again, all in under 20 minutes, you're going to create a piece of value-added content. So this should be educational. It should be informational. It could be a live. It could be a native video. So it doesn't matter if the video is done uploaded right from your phone or LinkedIn Live. Video is still king, and I've talked about this before when it comes to building that connection with your audience. It's also a scary thing for people to do, but you have to get uncomfortable to have your business grow. So it does show that vulnerable side of you, but that's a good thing. You want to become more connectable. You want to become more relatable. And if you are going to do video, if you're going to upload it from your phone, keep it to 2 to 4 minutes, educate, inform, be done. If you're going to be on a live like I do, 15, 20 minutes tops. The other kind of educational and informational content you can create is a LinkedIn poll. And I love these because it's all about market research. And I've said this earlier in today's episode, questions always lead to answers. And a poll, which I do 2 a week, is a great way to conduct this. So the fact is, you're going to create content based on what people want to hear, not what you think people want to hear. So I'm going to ask people in these poll questions something that they're struggling with or something they want to improve, so I could actually wrap back around and create content based on the people in my network's needs and what they want, not what I want, not what I think they need. I'm actually getting that market research. The more that you find out where people need help in their businesses, and you can obviously do this using the poll questions, the more organic engagement you will receive in return due to this value-added information that you're providing. And finally, so you can do video, you can do polls, or you can do a long-form post, a newsletter, an article. And this is where you can give some deeper education and information. I love newsletters because it allows you to simultaneously push it out to your subscribers, but also it's a way for you to build that trust and rapport either daily if you do it in that frequency, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly. The frequency that you create these newsletters, mine is weekly, every Friday. It actually will determine how quickly you can build a know, like, and trust factor with your audience. So if you're going to do this, my recommendation, do a long form article / newsletter, weekly or bi-weekly, to stay top of mind with your audience. Daily is too much of a commitment. Monthly is not enough. So I always stick between that weekly to bi-weekly range. When you are consistent with this long form type of content, it adds to your credibility, which everyone is looking to do with their business. So we're always looking for those ways to build credibility. And a fantastic way to do so is having that reputable newsletter that you've created that educates and informs your growing audience. So again, you're sending out your connections, you're sending your messages, you're creating a valued piece of content, value added. So that can be a post, it could be a poll, it could be a video, newsletter, article, whatever you would like. Now, the fourth and final thing you're going to do. So between sending your connections, sending your messages, and creating that content, you should be at around 12 to 15 minutes. So it gives you about 5 minutes to spare for this final thing. So what you want to do is you want to engage in 2 other connections content that you are connected to. So you want to support those whom support you. As much as there is a focus on you producing that content, it's really important to recognize those in your network that are doing the same thing. There are other content creators out there besides you. So something that I do on a daily basis is I find 2 of my connections, and it doesn't have to be the same 2 each time. It could be different ones, and of which they've produced some sort of value added piece of content that I resonate with. Not something where I'm typing, something basic. I'm really resonating, and I'm going to support them and the content that they've produced by liking and commenting. Now, just to be clear, I'm not writing, great post or, throw a high five or fire emoji. What I am writing is a significant contribution to their post. I will always go, and this is what I recommend other people to do, I'm always going to go above and beyond to add that additional value to what they've already talked about in their content to bring even more relevant value-added content to the post. And I'm going to do that through my comment. And this becomes a very, very simple way to pay it forward. But it's also going to allow you to get additional eyeballs on your profile and your content by supporting them by producing the value-added relevant comments. So all told, these 4 things done Monday through Friday should take you less than 20 minutes. Send your targeted connections, message those new connections from the day prior, produce a value-added piece of content, and genuinely and authentically and value-addedly, if that's even a word, engage in 2 connections of yours, the content that they've produced with something that you truly resonate with. Now, before we wrap up, again, don't forget to head to the description of this episode where you will find the registration link for our first ever 3-day simple content repurposing workshop, which begins next Monday, June 27th through Wednesday, June 29th, 8 to 9 p.m. EDT. Would love to see you there. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please enjoy the rest of your days, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much again for checking out today's episode. And if you are listening through iTunes, Spotify, wherever you are, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what you loved, what you would like to see improved, or ideas you have for future episodes. And if you are interested in taking your business to the next level, don't hesitate to go to my website, www.scottaaron.net, where you can schedule a free discovery call with me, where I can learn more about you, your business, what you're struggling with, and how we can work together. And don't forget to check out my wife, Nancy, and mine, our free community on Facebook called LinkedIn Leads for Life. We would love to see you in there. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you, everyone, for your support. Grateful for each and every one of you.